When I'm at home, I amuse myself by shaving only half my face and doing that thing where you have a conversation between two people.
What are the characters of the shaved Lee, unshaven Lee?
I'll often do a sailor because that suits the look of the longer beard.
Could we have a little bit of sailor?
Looks like you shaved half your beard off again.
Hang on, that doesn't make sense because it doesn't. It looks like he's got the complete beard.
No. He has got the beard and he's talking to the man.
To the other person, yes.
Looks like you shaved off your beard off again.
Yeah, but the other person looks like he's...
The little boy looks up and goes, I couldn't help it, I had to, because I was feeling a bit hairy.
Yeah. But that doesn't make any sense because the other one looks like he's completely shaved his beard.
No, sorry. I've shaved half the beard.
Yes, I know.
The one with the beard is the sailor with the beard.
Looks like you've shaved off your...
Meaning him.
half your beard off.
The other
the other one.
Yeah.
Who's then sort of going, yes, I did. Yes, I did shave half it off. But it doesn't look like they've shaved half it off. It just looks...
They've shaved it all off.
They've shaved it all off.
You say that. No, you're wrong. No.
I've shaved it all.
Wrong, David. Wrong. Now, I'll do it again. Right. Man with half a beard.
Yeah.
You looks like you shaved...
No,
Wait,
the character you're playing.
Wait,
the man with a
let me finish.
Okay.
Looks like you shaved half your beard off again.
Okay.
Yes, I had to, but you should see the other side. Look, it's still there. And then the other fellow goes, I'm just as bad as you. Look, clean shaven. If you let the story finish, you know I'm using it up.
Why did you say half in the first remark? It looks like you shaved your beard off again. Should be shave your whole beard off again. And he's going, yes, I know, but then let me show you more fully. Like you did.
I didn't say it like a red boy.
Coincidence, because I too am a cock.
You know what? The kids just laugh and clap.
Right, David, time for a decision.
Well, I think we think it's a lie, don't we?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Definitely a lie.
Saying it's a lie. OK.
Yeah.
Lee, is it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
One Friday after school, I swapped our family cat for a scotch egg and a smurf. When my mum found out on Monday morning, she made me swap them back.
Right. Well, when was this, first of all? How old were you?
13.
But more important than how old was he or anything to do with him, the cat. What? I mean, seriously, we're very concerned about the cat. I am.
I'm a bit more concerned about the smurf, if I'm going to be honest.
I'm most concerned, the scotch egg, what was your logic? Would you hide it under your bed for a whole weekend?
Why don't you three have a little chat, and when you worked out collectively what you're most concerned about, come back to me.
Can I start?
Please do.
OK. What was the cat called? What kind of cat? What colour, please?
The cat was called Snowdrop, and as the name implies, it was tortoiseshell.
Who did you swap with?
Should I name him?
I don't know, unless he's in prison at the moment and he's...
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a long time. It was a kid who lived on an estate nearby.
Just give us his first name.
Lee.
Just with the scotch egg, you wanted the scotch egg. You wanted the scotch egg so badly that you traded a living mammal for it, and then you just put it under your bed for 48 hours.
To be fair, trading a scotch egg for a living mammal is exactly what's necessary in the manufacture process of a scotch egg. You start off... People have decided they have live pigs, but they don't like the live pigs enough. What they want is no pigs, but scotch eggs.
Right. Why did you want the scotch egg? I presume for the obvious that you like them and you wanted to eat it.
Yes.
Why didn't you just eat it there and then?
Why didn't I just eat...
You said you swapped them back again on the Monday.
So why did...
That suggests you still had the scotch
well, hang
egg
on. I
the
mean, was
Monday.
it the same one or had you consumed it and then you just had to give a scotch egg back?
That's right, Rob.
It's like the bloody Welsh Mafia, this. You can't help him out.
Could I get back to the cat? Cats obviously are very territorial, so would the cat not try and come home? Because they normally do if they've gone out away.
He didn't. Not that weekend.
Talk us through the actual exchange process.
I tell you what, Rob, you stand up. We'll go through it. Come on,
I am standing up.
I'll role play it with you. So I'm... Right. OK, so imagine I've got my family cat in my hand.
All right,
And you in with this hand, you have a scotch
Where,
egg.
where are we now, Rhod? Where are we? We're in Wales. Are we in Wales?
We're in Wales.
Oh.
We're in Wales.
Isn't that nice? Let's just take a minute. Let's just take a minute. It's lovely. Go on.
Right. So we're in Wales.
Yeah.
I've got a cat in my hand.
All right.
Right. You've got in this hand a smurf and a scotch egg.
Yes.
Right, now we swap them over.
All right, here we go.
Right,
this is how it happens.
Be difficult.
Okay. And that, my lord, is the mechanics of the exchange.
Wow. You can put the cat down now.
Gently, Rob, gently, yes.
So what do you think, Lee? Does this sound truthful to you?
I don't think he's shown any affection for Snowdrop, and on that basis alone, I think it can't be true.
Well, weirdly, the exact same reason, I think it is true, because I know him to be heartless.
I can show you some affection. What do you want to know about Snowdrop? I can show affection with Snowdrop.
All right, how would you stroke him?
Her.
Nah, got ya. That, you have changed the sex of that cat at least 3 times.
I promise you, even if
You have!
I don't think vets should agree to do that.
It's always been a female cat, Snowdrop.
What are you thinking, Rob? Are you thinking it's the truth?
It's really starting to crumble at the end here, so I'm smelling a lie.
Both saying a lie. My team say lie. We will go with lie.
OK, you're saying lie. Rhod, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
When I was a child, I was told to stop stalking a clown.
Why were you stalking a clown?
Because I liked him.
How old were you, John?
9.
What was the name of the clown?
Dozy David.
Dozy David.
He was opening a shopping centre where I grew up, and I saw what I believed was genuine magic.
What did he do?
He did card tricks, and he juggled, and he did jokes, made animals from balloons.
What was the nature of your stalking? Physically
was-
following him or phoning him? Or...
It was on the phone.
How did you get his number?
Because I asked for his autograph, and he gave me his card.
What, Dozy Dave?
I thought for a minute then you were going to say, give me your autograph, and included his number at the bottom. So talk us through then what happens. You leave it a day or two, do you?
I
or-
left it a day or two because I didn't want to look.
Classy.
You know.
Give him a chance to get home in his car that keeps falling apart. So what did you do? Talk us through the first conversation.
Well, no, that's the thing. He never answered his phone. So I used to leave messages. Hey, David, it's Johnny here from Lancaster. Just wondering if you're coming back and doing any shows, or
OK.
give us a ring. We'll see what happens. He never rang back, so I had to ring him again, didn't I?
And how long did this go on for?
Well, a few weeks.
How many times
How
in
often?
those few weeks did you ring him?
I would imagine it was something like every other day.
And was it the same messages, or was it getting steadily more menacing? Were you going, now listen here, Dozy Dave. If you don't call me back, I know where you live. I've got your address on the card. I've got your number. Yeah? I'll come round your house. I know where you keep your balloons. If you don't call me, I'll get a bucket of confetti and I'll throw it right in your face, and you'll think it's water. And what's worse than that? Just watching you.
Yeah, what's worse? I'm going to come round and mend your car.
Did this carry on long enough that the message, your voice was getting deeper and deeper? No, listen here. This has been 23 years. How'd you make a poodle out of a balloon?
How did it end then, John?
It ended very upsettingly when his wife or girlfriend answered the phone and said, David says, will you stop calling the house?
Oh, this is a heartbreaking story. Lee, what do you think? Could that tale of woe be true?
I think it fits his character profile. Sweet. I think it's probably true.
So, David?
I think it's true.
True?
For me,
OK,
yeah.
we'll say
You all think it's true. John,
True.
were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a truth.
I once put out a fire using my neighbour's milk.
Lee's team, is that possible?
Was it a very small fire?
It was It was, you know, a fire. Say for example, that desk was on fire. It was about that big, and it wasn't just one neighbour's. It was about 15 neighbours.
15 neighbours. What? What time of day was this?
In the morning when the milk came.
Well, one of your neighbours were up early enough to bring the milk.
It was a Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. They have a lie in, and you get double milk because of the Sunday. You know.
So what was on fire, please?
It's just on like a field. There was like some dried grass.
Just a bonfire, then.
Well, we just thought, oh, look at that dried grass. Let's set it on fire. And you know, that's what you do when you're 25. I think we were about 8 or 9.
But basically, you're an arsonist. You started the fire.
Yes.
And then stole some milk in order to put it out. When it could have just burnt out quite happily on its own. There was no need, really, to pour...
Yeah, but at 8, I mean, I've not got this knowledge of fire. I'd seen 3 episodes of London's Burning. I don't know what
I'm not sure that adds up, Jason. How long's London Burning been on?
I think you can believe him. He's seen London's Burning.
I'm not sure London's Burning, the programme, was on.
So you're disputing when London's Burning first came onto our screen?
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Right, Jason was born in 1981, so he is alleging that by 1989, London's Burning was already on television. I believe him.
1981, he looks like me uncle.
Anyway, can we get back to the story? How far did you have to go to get the milk?
I was a kid, I didn't measure it. I mean, about...
Give us a rough...
12 and a half metres.
About 12 and a half metres.
Right. Why don't you just get a knock at the door and say, quick, the field's on fire?
Because then that would be admitting that there was a fire. Whereas in this instant, the only thing that happened was a milkman got sacked for not delivering milk.
So there was, just to clarify, before we say our decision, you took how many bottles of milk to put out the fire?
15 or so.
Ah, 15?
15, 10.
Well, I take you back to your earlier answer, which was 15 houses, and on a Saturday they got double milk.
He's very fair-minded. He took 1 pint from each house.
So what are you going to say, Lee? What are you going for here?
Oh,
I don't know now.
The whole answer was delivered in such an implausible and frankly guilty-sounding way.
What do you think, Miranda?
I think it's a truth.
Well, Jason, where were you brought up?
Manchester.
Yeah, you see, I was brought up around Manchester, and I can imagine the bit about you saying, all right, let's go in there and set fire to a field. Believable. Yeah. The bit where you go, oh, no, that's a bit big. Better put it out with some milk and be good citizens. Yeah. Doesn't really sort of add up.
So what are you going to plump for?
You're saying the truth.
Truth.
You're saying a lie.
Yeah.
I'll go with Miranda and say we think that's the truth.
You're saying it's the truth. OK, so, Jason, is it the truth?
It is a truth.
I have a possession.
Ah, right. Well, then take out the box underneath. That's it. Pop it on the desk.
These are some of the birthday cards that I've posted to my pets.
OK.
Without looking at the cards, can you tell us which?
Oh no, these are all sent to Sydney. No, hang on a second. That's to Jodie.
Who's Sydney?
Sydney's the dog.
Right. Jodie
Marsh lives in a basket under a bed.
Jodie's the rabbit.
Have you always had pets?
Ever since I was a small child. My mum actually ran over a cat once, so we weren't allowed cats after that. But my...
Seems rather unfair. Was she afraid that the cat community would take their revenge? Can we ever look at the cards?
No, you can't. No.
You can look at them if you want to. Chris, would you get them so we can all enjoy your thighs?
Thank you.
Walk across the stage.
You can't read them. You can just look at the front.
You can take them and read them, do whatever you want.
Can't.
Yes, he can.
Touch those cards, and you'll be cycling on the other side of your
can't.
face.
The rules of the game say you can't.
If you think that's going to stop me, you are so mistaken. Give them over. Hand them over.
Gabby, hold on to your principles.
I can't find them.
Cards now. Thank you. Now, it's a shame we had to do that, wasn't it?
We might as well, now we've... Well, this one is to Michael. Is that a pet name for Jodie or Sydney? I don't know. It's sort of, in a way, it's less trivial than the pet's own name. This is to Sherbet.
Why is this one to Sherbet? Because Sydney's real pedigree name is Sherbet Arundi Grunchfeld.
Really?
Really? And why didn't you mention that?
Rundai.
Ronchbell.
That's his official name. Sydney is a nickname, and in an official birthday card, you use a shortening of the official name. Who's Michael?
Michael?
OK, look.
No, Jodie the rabbit does this dance where she goes, oh! And we said, she looks like Michael Jackson.
So, David, what are you going to say? It's a difficult one.
I just...
It's got to be a lie, surely.
I think we think it's a lie.
We've got to go for a
You're
lie.
saying lie. OK, so
saying it's a
Gabby,
lie, yes.
were you telling the truth or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling a lie.
I used to write and hand in homework for an imaginary classmate.
So, you used to do homework for an imaginary classmate and hand it in to the teacher?
Yeah.
For a pupil that he didn't have because they were imaginary?
That's right. It was a collective effort.
Who was the group of collectives?
It was the class.
Are they real friends, the class, or are they...?
Yeah, with names and everything. Real
Did he
people.
have a name? What was his name?
He must have had a name, but I can't remember what the name was. One of our class was quite enterprising. This teacher was new. He was a French teacher. He came in and he read the register, and one kid went, "Oh, sir, you've missed out," I don't know, call him Fisher for narrative purposes. Yeah. And so this guy wrote in an additional name in his register.
And then you kept the pretense of this boy up by doing his homework for him and handing it in?
Yeah.
And just out of interest, this teacher, when he handed the homework back, did he come up to you and go, "Give that to Fisher"?
Well, that would have been a problem.
Right.
But he wasn't a great teacher. He couldn't remember my name. I sat near the window, so he called me Windows.
Was he a French teacher, did you say?
Yeah.
He didn't call you Windows, then?
Well, he did. He didn't call me Finetri, he called me Windows, because...
Often the very best French teachers speak English as well.
Yeah.
Who sit his exams for him, though? You couldn't sit his exam papers.
He was off sick quite a lot.
Oh, right. So at which point did you own up and say that, sir... Fisher...
We've killed Fisher. He was doing too well. We were so envious.
He never found out, and the school decided to let him go. And then the deputy headmaster, as I recall, came in and ticked us off and said that he wasn't prepared to tolerate fictional children at his school. I think that's what he said.
So, Lee, Mack, what are you thinking?
I can't believe it, because I just don't think kids would create that much work for themselves.
There's a lot of factors that have to be true here. There has to be. They all get together and agree to do it. Yeah. We have to believe the teacher never looks up during the register.
Yeah.
And that
well,
no one
Fisher was off a lot. Fisher wasn't there every morning.
Fisher was never there, Andy.
Andy, can I ask, what's Fisher doing now?
The awful thing is, for a moment there, I tried to think. I actually...
Time to take a guess, Lee. What are you going to say?
Oh, trust me, this won't be a guess.
I think this is not true.
Not true?
If it is, I'm worried for Fisher's welfare.
Fisher doesn't exist.
I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight thinking about Fisher.
There is no Fisher.
Come on, Lee, what's it going to be? Truth or lie?
Lie.
Let's put Fisher quietly to rest and say it's a lie.
OK, it's a lie.
It's a lie. OK. Andy, is it true or is it a lie?
There is no Fisher, but it is true.
So what happened to Fisher, then?
For the last 30 years, my breakfast regime has never altered. I have 1 bowl of porridge, 1 large banana, and half a pint of lager.
Lee, how much do we want this to be true?
It's healthy.
It really isn't. Sorry to break it to you, but porridge is not good for you. So for 30 years, why did you start, apart from emotional problems, drinking breakfast?
I had a bit of a thing about staying healthy as I got older. I thought it was important to have a routine, to have regular nourishment that answered many of the needs of the diet fads that were around at the time. And then, of course, once I started, I liked it.
Well, where did the alcohol come into it, though?
Well, you can't just have porridge by itself and banana. It's very dry. You have to have something to drink with it.
Are you seriously in a half-pint glass or in a pint glass
No,
that's
no,
half full?
it's half a pound.
Have you got it on draft in the kitchen?
No, I don't do that. I buy lager like other people do in cans. I don't gulp it down. I just enjoy it. I read The Guardian
The
while
potassium...
You read The Guardian with your half a lager.
Your banana and the other one.
Exactly.
Forget the paper.
So when you go abroad, do you hunt down bananas and lager?
Yes, it's not difficult if you stay at the right places. It's not difficult to acquire lager anywhere in the world.
All hotels do have lager.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why specifically?
That's not the bit we're doubting, David.
Well,
we're not doubting where you get them.
Porridge is also well known as a breakfast food. I don't see which of these three things do you think will be somehow unattainable
it's not
in the places you might go and stay on holiday or on business.
Some places you go to, you will find it difficult to find porridge.
Where?
Some of the Greek countries you'll find a difficulty. Cyprus, you'll have, I know, a few
I have to say,
I have to say the Greek countries. Like
when Greece. That's not been the problem that I've encountered is when I go to stay somewhere in which I've rented a villa or something, and then I take porridge oats with me.
And beer.
And beer
as well.
Yeah, no, you can order that.
Where'd you go?
You can't order it in a villa.
No, you can't order it, but
unless you open the back door and scream, I'm a heavy drinker, somebody help me. At 7 in the morning, I've got an hour! I need lager! Porridge and a banana, thank you.
I have genuinely never been in a villa in another country when there hasn't also been lager there.
In the villa?
Yeah, but that's not naturally occurring. But when people go on holiday, British people, they go on holiday, the first thing they do is they buy a load of lager.
Do you find yourself sometimes on a stressful week having quite a few breakfasts during the day? Were you in the green room before? What are you having for dinner, Joe? Oh, I'll just have another breakfast. I see porridge and banana, and yes, another little half a lager.
Let me just say, Joan, whatever it is that you do, it's working because you look fantastic. You see, that's how you talk to a lady. Now, Lee, what are you thinking?
She couldn't understand a word you said. She's drunk.
Is it the truth or is it a lie? Time to decide.
I think she looks great, and that's why I don't think she drinks half a lager. Because look at me, I do drink lager every night, and I'm 24. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
Let's go for a lie.
So you're going to say it's a lie?
I'll say it's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Joan, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
I used to run a market stall that only sold hats for dogs.
Lee's team, this shouldn't take long.
Flannel!
What year was this?
It was in 19... There we go. 19...
Larry, we're supposed to go. Here we go. Look, you don't do it about yourself.
No, it was in the 1960s.
The 1960s?
Yeah.
And this was your own business?
I was a lad. I was still at school.
You were still at school, and you thought, I'm going to hit up the booming dog hat market.
I was pretty enterprising lad, I tell you.
Can you give me some...
In Harlow.
What was your top seller?
Harlow. The top seller was a plaid one, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about sizes, because obviously the sizes of dogs...
There were only 3 sizes.
What were they?
They were, well, small, medium and large.
It's a complex system, Carol.
My key question is, how did a dog keep the hat on?
You put it over its ears.
So you crushed its ears?
No, you don't crush it. No, well, I mean, this was the 60s. You didn't worry about those things anyway. But...
People talk about the 60s ago. In the 60s, it was wild, crazy. I've never heard anyone. It was crazy. We used to crush dogs' ears and we'd think of them monkeys. Honestly, crazy time.
Did you make the hats yourself, or did you buy them from somebody else and then sell them on?
No, they were being made in China.
They were being made in China. So you had links with China, despite the fact you were at school. You're chasing this life.
Was it just dogs' hats? Yeah. The main item then in the 60s, for some strange reason, in Harlow, was that all they
Only in Harlow.
So, Lee, the moment has now come within the game where you guess whether it's the truth or a lie.
All the evidence seems to suggest
It's a great big fat porky.
Yes. That'd be a good name for one of his hats.
So you're saying it's a lie?
It's got to be a lie.
Lie. It's the lie.
OK, Larry, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
Possession.
Now, behind your chair is a box. Open the box, read the card, and then take out the possession.
It's a beautiful box.
Yeah.
I like
Look
it.
at that. This is entertainment.
Yes. This is my cape. I used to put it on, pretend I was Doctor Who, and head into my TARDIS. Or, as my parents called it, the airing cupboard.
Put the cape on.
All right. It is.
Come, feel free, David. Come and use the floor space. Think back to your dancing days. Come out and use the floor. You could have a glamorous assistant in the form of Miranda.
Oh,
Miranda, would you help David get into his cape?
Hang on.
Am I
we
doing
put this over there?
That's what I'm
that'll
thinking.
Hold it in place.
There we go.
That fits.
Yeah.
That actually fits you really well. Were you exactly the same size as a child?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see you properly, David. Could you come and stand in front of me and twirl round? So you just...
Lovely.
Yes, that's
That
actually...
is a much
and how old?
reminder of the
How old were
magician.
you? When was this?
I think...
This is how I picture you walking around your house now.
How old was I? I think at the time I was first given this cape, I think I was about maybe 10.
10? In that cape?
Maybe 9. It was too big for me initially.
Right. Hang on a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When you were 9, so to give us an idea of the height, go down, just go give us knees, and we'll see how much it would have dragged. So that would have been you as...
Hang on, it's
Can I have your shoes for a second?
Rocking.
Can I take this off?
What are you doing?
Well, your shoes.
Oh, I see. Right, sorry,
an
yes,
idea
yeah.
how you might have looked in those days.
Yeah. This is how the police do sort of ageing profiling.
Yes.
What would he have looked like a few years ago?
Just get yourself on. Hang on, this one's got
There we go. It would be...
Did you say your mum and dad got you this cape?
My mum made it.
Your mum made it?
Yeah.
But even though she made it for you, had she no idea what size it should be?
Were you a close family, David?
Where's he getting cramp in my knee?
You can go back to your seats.
Yeah.
I give you permission.
You look like a very middle-class disgruntled Dracula. I didn't get any blood tonight. I'll just shrug back to my chair and bite some virgin's neck tomorrow, I suppose.
So what do you think, Lee? Is it the truth or is it a lie?
What do you think, Barry?
Not a shred of truth.
You don't think? I think it could be true.
It sounds incredibly likely. In fact, I'd be surprised if this is a habit that's actually finished. I imagine he's...
So Barry says a lie.
I'm the odd one out here, aren't I?
You say true.
I hope it's true. I think it's lovely.
I think it's lovely as well, so I'll say it's true.
You're going to say true.
All right.
David, truth or lie?
It is, of course, true.
For a prank, I once set a friend's legs in plaster casts while he slept.
David Mitchell's team.
Do you get to take those kinds of materials home with you then when you're at medical school or when you're...
We're not supposed to.
Right. Were you at medical
But
school
we
at the
do.
time?
This would have been...
Did you say, was he at medical school?
At the time.
Oh, right.
No, I am not...
I thought you were accusing him.
Christian, why did you play this prank on your friend?
Because he'd got blind drunk, as only medical students can do.
And he was drunk as you were putting the plaster cast on him?
He'd actually passed out by that stage.
Right.
And was sleeping.
Can you get struck off for this?
No.
Oh, right.
Anyone?
Presumably, you had to have a plan, didn't you? You didn't just happen to chance upon the plaster casting equipment.
We decided we were going to plaster him from his ankles all the way up to his hips, with his legs apart like that.
And he never woke up the whole time you're touching him, and presumably right the way up to the top of his groin.
Have you ever drunk 19 pints of cider?
Yes.
All right.
Did you first take his trousers down?
We did, yeah.
Oh, the humiliation.
Did you take his underpants off as well?
No, we left the undies on.
And you said we. Who were the accomplices here?
I had mates that were involved.
Right,
Name them.
Matthew, Mark...
Luke and John.
Is that the gospel now, or are you making this up?
And of course,
Gospel.
And of course,
How did you miss that? I said, is that the gospel?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I didn't miss it, Rob.
And when he woke up, what was his reaction?
He thought he'd had a stroke.
Because he couldn't
move his legs.
That's very bad self-diagnosis.
David, what are you thinking?
Andy?
I think the medical student thing, knowing how their minds work, I think it might be true.
And you're edging towards...
I did think it was a lie, and now I think it might be true.
OK, we'll say it's true.
Say it's true. All right. Dr. Christian, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is true.
I once caused the Hadron Collider to be shut down after I spilt yoghurt in it.
Do you know what? I believe it already. David's team.
Paint the picture of a day working at the Collider.
Not literally, we'll be here all night.
What's the sort of access point of the Collider like? I'm imagining it's like a room with computers in. I don't imagine people are sort of wandering around the actual tube bit, finding a little corner to have lunch.
During construction, then, of course, you had to go in. And I was responsible for a bit that's about 420 metres from the point at which we create the Big Bangs. And so I was in there, and you test bits when it's all done. And I was in there in the morning, having my yoghurt. You're not supposed to... Swiss
he does have to chat up the ladies, doesn't he? Never mind, that's what you're drinking.
Someone went past me on a bike, because you have to ride bikes or anything, and nudged my arm, and I spilt the yoghurt onto an electrical connection.
And this was during construction?
Yes. Well, during the testing of my piece.
So it didn't all have to be shut down, just a...
No, just an octant. We can shut it down in eighths.
Right. And
I think he knew what an octant was.
Yeah.
It's for you. It's for me.
Can I ask you a technical question?
Yeah.
What flavour was the yoghurt?
It was one of those Swiss, rather flavourless Swiss yoghurt.
So there are people in there on bikes.
Yeah, because it's 27 kilometres in circumference.
So they go around on bikes inside.
Yes.
Sounds like Centre Parks.
And you're sitting... Which part of it did you drop the yoghurt into or onto?
There are pieces called... I'm going to go into chat-up mode again now. called superconducting cables. If you cool them down to about 1.9 Kelvin, so 1.9 degrees above absolute zero, then they become superconducting, have no electrical resistance and carry currents up to 13,000 amps in wires of a very small cross-section.
So in layman's terms, is it a wire?
Yeah.
Did you get yoghurt on a wire?
It's niobium tungsten alloy.
Sorry?
It's a niobium tungsten alloy.
I'm not saying it's not a brilliant wire.
As David well knows, because they're superconducting, they can
I might well know as well.
They can carry very high
flirting with each other. I'm here as well. Tell me, bitch!
I'm very flattered by it, but I did history. I know that Hitler's dead, and that's it.
And, Professor, how long was it closed down for?
About 3 months.
3 months? As a result of what you did?
We had to replace that piece of the,
Oh, my
machine.
God.
That was
quite expensive.
How much do they reckon that cost?
That's why I'm on telly now trying to work off these debts. Why do you think I'm doing this? I don't
know.
I'm in Geneva if I had any respect left at all.
They said, get out there, whore yourself around. He's just come from hole in the wall.
Did you own up straight away, or did you say, he hit me, nudge me?
I
on the bike.
I had sticky up hair and a completely sooty face. I couldn't get it. I couldn't deny it.
You went to the fancy
Did you then take your goggles off?
Did you take them off and did you go, Marty, we gotta get to the DeLorean? So, David, let's take a guess. What do you think?
3 months, that's a big... I just wonder whether he'd be ready to bring it up on a comedy show.
So, with that in mind, what are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Well, I'm just in awe of the sciencey stuff. And if he says he dropped yoghurt on a wire, then he dropped yoghurt on a wire.
Is it a lie?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. You think it's true?
I think it's true. What can I say?
Well, let's be democratic and say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, Professor Brian Cox, is it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Well done.
I can smell if there is a dead fly in the room. Can I just say, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I can smell a dead fly in the room.
So, it's what you're saying, that if there isn't a dead fly in the room, you have no sense of smell?
No, that's not what I'm saying. And you know damn well that's not what I'm saying, David. No, I can smell if there is a dead fly in the room. I can smell the dead fly.
So is there a dead fly in here?
Hold on. No, I can't smell a dead fly in this room, obviously. This is what we call a normal-sized room.
I see.
Okay, a room in my house.
How do you prove this? Do you actually sniff it out? Can you actually, like a sniffer dog, you actually find the dead fly with your nose? Or you just go...
No.
I
never told you I could find them.
You can't locate it, you just know it's somewhere within the walls.
Well, not within the wall.
I'm not talking about flies that might have been killed by a serial killer and then sort of plastered in.
Yeah. I can't smell them. I can't smell them. No, definitely not.
Right, OK.
But you can't locate them, you just know there's somewhere in the room.
I can smell if there's a dead fly in the room.
So where's...
How can you put it to the test? Because you might have been in a room in which there was a dead fly and you have not smelt it and said there is no dead fly in this room. And people have believed you, and yet lurking in the corner...
It's a good question, Joan. It's a very good question. And I wish that I had a good answer. Just by the law of averages, there's been too many times when I've gone in a room and gone, there's a dead fly in this room. And quite often, we will see the dead fly.
What do you mean quite often? It has to be always. It has to be always.
I can smell if there's a dead fly in the room, so I will go in and go, I think there's a dead fly in the room. That's just a polite way of talking, David. I don't go, there is a dead fly in the room! It's a fact every time!
This room is a disgrace!
I talk more softly than you, David. I have a softer... I don't show off about my talents. Okay. I walk in a room and I go, I think there's a dead fly in this room. In fact, no, I think you'll find there is definitely. There always is.
What does the dead fly smell of?
It's a smell that I wouldn't want to describe to a friend.
Try. Imagine you're a wine connoisseur.
Right.
But it's the smell of a dead fly.
I'm getting...
Yeah, what are you getting?
I'm getting a bit of wing. I'm getting another wing. And how many wings of flies? Was it 2 or 4? 4. Another wing. And no, wait. There's only 3 wings. I think I know how this fly died.
You've not really described the smell there. You've described the body parts of a fly while making sniffing noises.
Well, I can't. I'm a professional. You're an amateur. I'm trying to say it in layman's terms.
Well, earlier on, I was. I came to see you in your dressing room to say hello, and I had a little look in the window, and only now I'm thinking there was a dead fly in there, and you never mentioned it.
Before you came, and I went, smell of fly. But I found that smell was soon overpowered, Jason.
David, time to make your mind up. Is he telling the truth? Is that whole fly-smelling thing real?
Well, let us pay him the respect of pretending to consider it. You don't believe him when he says...
I do not believe him.
Well, I think lie.
You think lie, you're saying lie. OK. Lee, were you telling the truth, or was that a lie?
I've actually started believing it myself. It's a lie.